What is going on, everybody? I am back with another video, and if you enjoy, make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you're new. And yes, everyone, I did recycle my thumbnail. Hope you enjoyed the video again. We got the Challenger thing here. Let's get up in it. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Marcus. If you're new, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Today, this video is about car buying tips for first-time buyers, young people, early 20s, teenagers, anybody who might need it. So this first tip that I have here is mainly geared towards the people who have no credit score at all, and that would be to sign up for a secured credit card before you even think about getting a car, and then wait maybe a few months for your score to actually get there, for you to actually get a score, I should say. Because a secured credit card is one of the best ways to actually start your credit off right and make sure that you do have good credit to begin with. And basically what that is it's like, for every bank is different, but it's like maybe you put $100 in and then they give you a credit card for $100. So that's how that works. The second tip that I have here today is to learn how to spot hidden dealer fees. For example, if y'all have been tuning into every video, y'all know that I had a 2016 Dodge Charger and they wanted to charge me $1,500 just to recondition the car. Like by cleaning it and all that, they wanted to charge me $1,500. Which, if you really think about it, is crazy, because you can take it to like the local wash tub and they will completely detail it for like $200. Another tip that I have is try and gain financing before you even enter the dealership. Like, for example, this one will go back to my other tip that I had about getting a secured credit card. Like maybe if you start off with the credit bureau, or credit union, not bureau, with a credit union, get a secured card with them, show them that you can pay back your stuff on time, like gain trust with that bank, then maybe you'll be able to get your auto loan with them too, and you can just continue to work with them. And gaining financing before you enter the dealership is a really big deal, because especially when you're young, and if you don't want to put like $10,000 down or $15,000 down, like some crazy number down, 9 times out of 10 the banks that the dealership use are going to want you to either put that much down or add a cosigner. And I know that not everybody has a cosigner, so that's not even something I'm even going to include in this video. Also, one thing that I didn't mention is if you go to the dealer without an approval as a young 18, 19-year-old, 9 times out of 10 they're going to see that you don't have this credit history. But of course, the dealer is trying to sell you the car with one of their banks, so they're going to run your credit like 15 times, and they're all going to be denials because of that specific reason. So this is why every time I went to go buy a car, I made sure that my credit union had me approved for a set amount first, and then we went from there. Also, another thing that kind of goes along with what I just said is if you have a pre-approval from your bank, 9 times out of 10 you're going to know what the interest rate is going to be. And if you use a credit union like I do, then most of the time it's going to be a really good interest rate, like 5 or below. And if you use the dealer banks, 9 times out of 10 they're going to try and get you with a really high interest rate or a really long loan term, because of course they're a dealership, so they're in the market of making money. And that's something that I'm trying to make sure that everybody avoids. Also, another thing is you need to make sure you do your research on that specific car, whether it be the one that you're thinking of looking at, or that specific make and model that you know that you're going to get. Because, for example, you can be in love with the car, love everything about it, but then if you click on the Carfax, it's like, oh, there's accidents on it, then that's going to make you do a double take. And then, or for example, if there's a car that looks amazing, feels amazing, sounds amazing, but there's a lot of problems with it, like if you're buying a used car, if there's a lot of known problems with it, then you need to make sure to factor that into the budget or factor that into the price, making sure that you will be able to afford everything. And also, being a young person, 19, 20, 18, just know that basically everything you get is going to have really high insurance. And me, I've always been one who paid for my own insurance. Like, I was never on my mother's plan or anything like that. So trust me, I know firsthand how expensive insurance is, and you need to make sure to check that before going to buy the car, making sure that it still fits your budget. And another thing that I have experienced personally that I want to try and make sure that you guys don't experience is the dealership, many times that I have gone in to try and buy a car, has basically told me, like, no, this is a set price. We're not negotiating anything. We're not taking anything off. We can't do anything for you. And when they try doing that, don't be too emotionally attached to just walk away, because this was an issue that I had. Is I would get emotionally attached, like emotionally invested just from a test drive, and then not want to walk away. And 9 times out of 10, it would have been a bad deal on my part. So it was smarter that I would have just walked away. Because obviously if you're going to buy a used car, then you're going to look at the Kelley Blue Book and you're going to look at what that car is actually worth. And you want the best deal that you can possibly get. So if the dealership is not negotiating with you or not even letting you talk the price down at all, then don't be afraid to walk away. Again, don't be afraid to just go to a different dealership. Don't be afraid to travel a little more to get a car for the price that you're wanting, for a good deal. Because the main issue is they see your age and they want to try and take advantage of you. And dealerships that are like that, just don't even give them the time of day and just walk away. And obviously not every time you might not be able to get financing before going to the dealership, but if you do, don't tell the dealership up front that you already have financing for it. What you want to try and do first, test drive the car, make sure you love the car, then go talk the numbers with them. And once they have the final number set, then that's when you tell them that you're financing with your outside bank. Because basically, if you tell them that you're financing with the outside bank, then that basically to them is like, oh, I'm paying cash for the car. And then when you're paying cash for the car, they don't want to negotiate at all, because they make all their money off of the interest. So just make sure not to tell the dealership up front that you gained your financing outside of their banks. Anyways, before I end this video, let me know if you guys enjoyed. I've had this Challenger now for 216 miles, and I'm loving every second of it. Let me know if you guys want to see a review of it. It's nothing special, again, as I showed you on the other video. It's just a SXT Plus, but I love this car. So if you enjoyed, let me know that. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you who made it to this point of the video. You can click here for a video or here to subscribe to me. I don't know which side I'm going to put it on. I appreciate you guys. See you guys later in the next one.